Saved his ass from suicide twice, stayed with him for 2 days in a hospital. I was always with that man. I even helped him with his stupid dream of becoming a streamer. And this, he has the audacity to tell my girlfriend he's in love with her. And she even thinks I'm overreacting. Jesus Christ, I'm truly alone now.
Lord Jesus.
One person stated, this isn't friendship when he's in such a bad spot and he's claiming to be suicidal and you're saving him, helping him start his career. And he turns around and claims to be in love with the person you're dating. Get a hold of a family member of his and shove off any responsibility you've been carrying in regards to him and then block him everywhere. Let any mutual friends know that he has been overly dependent on you and then cross the line, leaving you feeling betrayed. That he probably has mental health problems that seem to be getting worse, getting more toxic with you around, so you are wisely cutting the cord that should not exist to begin with. Then set your girlfriend down and tell her that she doesn't get to undermine how you handle your friendships, especially when they betray you by telling you that they are in love with your SO. Telling her she wouldn't be happy about one of her friends professing love to you either. If she doesn't get on the same page as you, dump her and cut your losses, knowing you save time that would have been wasted continuing on with her. Your friends prove themselves true friends to you and give you support for the hurt you suffered.
A few minutes later.
You are definitely overreacting. We can't help who we fall in love with. Wanting to assault someone just because they have a crush on your girlfriend is entirely overreacting.
Nigga!
Depends on the context that you did not mention. If he was actively putting the moves on her, so to speak, then yeah, he's a scumbag. But if he just told her that he has a crush on her, then you're overreacting. He likely wholly knows that it's messed up and not cool that he has those feelings. Doesn't mean he doesn't have them. And putting it out there and acknowledging the feeling and being rejected is often an important step in getting over those feelings and putting them behind you.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
I fell in love with my best friend's girlfriend before, even after telling myself that I wouldn't. Sometimes you can't control the people you fall in love with. The question becomes about her and if she feels the same about him. Chances are she doesn't, which is why she's with you. And if that's the case, maybe you are overreacting a bit. If you don't want to be friends with him, don't. Just remember, people can't always control who they are into.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Obviously, there's just some people online that you just should not listen to nor take advice from because they are some of the same people that have the exact same like minds as your friend, which you are having the issue with. This is why they are sympathetic and empathetic to him, and they're not really so much to you because they were, yet again, the same exact person as your friend. Now, the thing that I'll say is this. For your friend, you need to automatically cut him at this moment in time because that's going to become a issue. I'm not with the whole thing of like, oh, well, if he gets the feelings out there and then he gets rejected, that's great. Nah, because that can still work in a negative type of way. You can have people that are envious, you can have people that are jealous, you can have people that want to ruin that relationship and they will try to do any and everything in order to slide directly in and to cut you directly out of that situation. And if you enable and keep him there, then it also means that you're giving him a variety of opportunities to basically try and to get your girlfriend to, in a sense, like him more than what she already sees in him or what she already likes of him. Like I said, that is a very, very dangerous type of situation to, in a sense, leave unchecked. At no point in time, right, is this man wrong or overreacting. Any man would react in the exact same light. To some extent, some guys would take it way far worse, and we will be talking about a whole different story. You know, as stated before, the main thing is, the girlfriend automatically should have, shut that down before she even. Girls usually have a sense of if a guy is going to say something in that line, because the tone basically changes, the energy is basically different, the way the guy is looking is different. So girls can pretty much sense this unless they want to just act oblivious and stupid and quote unquote not feed directly into it, which is in a sense making it worse when it comes to certain circumstances, such as this. And like I said, the main thing that you want to do is make sure to have a deep conversation with your girlfriend about the relationship, where it's going to go, where you want it to go, where you guys see each other. You want to also make sure to talk about any type of problems or anything like that. Because if this is quote unquote your best friend, then he more than likely knows the ins and outs of the relationship, because you've more than likely at one point or another confided directly into this individual. So he has enough ammunition to pretty much put together a battle plan in order to wage war and also win. Because whatever you've done wrong, he's going to make sure to do right. Right. So, like I said before, a lot of the people that's up there on Reddit, you got some of those up there that's like, oh, you're overreacting. It's not really that serious. That's 100% BS. And then you have the other ones up there that are telling him, like, yo, you're not overreacting. You just need to cut everybody. You just, because, like, realistically, how I feel about it, the guy is young. You might as well just cut all losses. Just cut everything and just move. Just move on. Like I said, there no love lost. No, you don't gotta, think about anything in the back of your mind, or maybe he might try, or maybe she might. You don't gotta think about none of that. You just move on from that situation and let those people carry on the way that they want to sit up there and carry on. And you figure out what you want to do in your life. And then later on, focus on another relationship after you pretty much get over this one. And, you work on yourself. Overall, it's a jacked up situation. At no point in time should a friend put another friend in this type of situation and or predicament. I'm not with the whole thing of people basically stating, oh, you can't sit up there and help who you fall in love with, it just randomly happens. So you mean to tell me that you got people out here that this is how much this is BS, right? So you can't help who you fall in love with. So why is it that you don't have a whole bunch of people falling in love with the elderly and trying to get married? Because if we're going by this logic that you can't help who you fall in love with, then there should be a lot of people that should find the qualities that they want in a lot of the elderly, and they should want to actually formulate a bond, a love, and a relationship with those individuals because they fit all of those things internally that they see and want directly in a person. But yet, that's not the case directly out here, because nobody is trying to be next to somebody else who is right next to the Grim Reaper. Like I said, nobody in their 30s is trying to, settle down with somebody who is in their 80s. Let's just be completely honest. Nobody's out here doing that. No matter how great and phenomenal the person is internally, they're not doing that. Nobody in their 20s is trying to settle down with the rest of their life or the remainder of the rest of somebody else's life who is, sitting there in a nursing home. Nobody's doing that. They're out and about and they're with people who are still able bodied, who still have a whole bunch of years, ahead of them, right? So regardless on how many failures that they're going to take and how many L's they're going to take out here, they're willing to take those L's versus actually dealing with somebody who actually has all of those qualities, but their lifespan and their time on this plane of existence is pretty much short to pretty much none at all. So, like I said, nobody's going to BS me when it comes to, oh, you can't really shoot. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Nobody out here is in a sense, well, I'm not going to say nobody. You have a few, right? A few, less than a percentage of people that are eating their favorite foods or their favorite food every single day of every single minute of every single hour of every single month of every single year. There's only one dude that I know, and he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for eating Big Macs ever since the 70s. I think he ate about like 10,000 Big Macs. Everybody else is eating a variety of foods, because what normally happens, once you keep eating your favorite food, you're going to start to get tired of it, and it's still going to be your favorite, but it's not really going to be your favorite. You're going to be more amped to eat something else. So like I said before, just like you can choose if you want to eat your favorite food every single day or not, you can also choose who you specifically fall in love with, because people do have control of their emotions. That's just, in a sense, a scapegoat, because people can hold back emotions, or people can let emotions go, or people can, in a sense, be in the middle with their emotions. Just saying. Just saying.